How's it going, everyone? Javita here with a kind of a universe structure overview video. It's a video I've wanted to do for a while, but basically since release 188, this universe has been restructured. If you're familiar with some of my past videos, this is what it used to be like. So zoom in here. Basically you had the home planets kind of sandwiched here in the middle, the moon's kind of out here kind of isolated, and then the ring worlds connecting everything together. And then you could only move through these lines. So if you wanted to go from, say, this planet all the way over to here, you would have to go through 1, 2, 3 jumps in order to get there. And the jumps determined essentially the size, which determined the price of the portal. So with the new universe structure, hop over to this thread. I made basically a guide to the new universe, and Cake and Grad right here has made this amazing and easy to understand map. So now distance between the planets is measured in blink secs instead of jumps. And as you can see here, these green lines represent a connection that would cost 1 Oort shard per hour as far as portals, which is actually 1 to 2 blink seconds. So the main difference is, instead of the moons being on the outskirts, now the home planets are kind of on the outskirts of the universe, and you now travel through the moon to get to the ring world. Instead of going directly between the ring worlds, you now kind of alternate between the ring and moon worlds. So right here we got Muntean 7 hopping over to the US East moon, then its ring world, over to the Australian moon, its ring world, and now you can actually make a continuous loop. However, since there's no moon right here in between these two planets, it is a 3 blink second distance, which requires 2 shards an hour. So not a complete loop, but that is a pretty cheap portal still. And yeah, so now you can just kind of go around in circles and then branch off to the home worlds as needed. So pretty awesome. As you can see here, there's also lots of extra information packed into it, such as the gleam color per planets. So all the moons have white or cream gleam, and then Natural has yellow, Alternic blue, as well as Muntean 7, and then finally Volto has, in very sparing amounts, red gleam. And also down here you can see the types of gems on each planet, as well as the shard type. They're actually kind of linked together, so if you have amethyst, you're going to have the corresponding shard, which would be corrosion, and so on and so forth. So pretty awesome. It's of course done by the Portal Seekers. So while this map is a bit of an oversimplification, it follows the natural structure of the universe pretty closely. Simoid right here made this awesome 3D model, or he magicked a computer program to figure out the coordinates and then plotted them over here. So there is a link right over there, and you can actually see essentially the structure of the universe. It's pretty awesome. You can mouse over these and see what planets they actually are. So here's a server group right here. This would be US West. Rotate it around. Over here's another server group. This would be the European servers. Probably, yeah, the Australian servers right here, and then US East kind of down over here. Volto, Epsilos, Solum. So pretty darn awesome. So he found basically an optimal rotation for viewing this in 2D, so that's right here. And I actually made kind of a freeform map that almost exactly overlays this, so it's a little bit more accurate as far as structure, but as you can see, a little more complex as far as placement, but basically same sort of information. Got the server groups, the different planets. The numbers represent basically the difficulty or tier of the planet. So the game technically calls homeworlds tier 0, so it would be 0, 1, 2 as far as the game, but everybody refers them as 1, 2, and 3. So small sub note there. So moving on to talking about how this affects portals. Basically, there's two rules as far as warps and portals. The distance determines the number of conduits needed. So if you need to go 9 blink seconds, you're going to have to use at least 50 portal conduits to achieve that. And because you're using that many conduits, the number of conduits then determines the price per hour and opening cost. So as you can see right here, for 9 blink seconds, you need at least 50 portal conduits. It's 500 to open, and then 10 shards an hour to maintain. So, but on the flip side, you could also make this size portal going only, 0 to 1 blink seconds, and it would still cost this 10 shards per hour to keep it open. So it's usually ideal to make the smallest portal possible for the distance that you're going. And while these lines represent the connections, so yellow would be 2 shards an hour, green would be 1 shard an hour. If you're trying to figure out, oh, well, how am I going to get, I want to make a portal directly from Volto to Natural, what would that cost? So coming down a little bit further, there's a handy chart right here that will basically answer that question for you. So just come down here, find here's Volto, and then Natural. So Natural is 3 blink seconds away. And then over here we have the color coded, that would be 2 shards an hour. So that basically covers as fast as possible the structure of the new universe. The really cool thing about this new structuring is that allows the devs to just kind of throw in new planets and they get automatically placed based on kind of their distances, is my rough understanding. So kind of sounds like they're laying the groundwork for adding new worlds to Boundless, so that would be quite amazing. So to kind of show off this structure even more, let's jump back over to the game. And I want to show off the Portal Seeker network. User interface back on. So basically the Portal Seekers, they have a network that connects all of the planets, and actually a lot more than that. But here is the basic structure. We're kind of on the loop now, we're on Epsilon, and it could basically just walk in a straight line and just go around the entire universe in a big circle. So heading over to Natural is US West. This is the US West moon. Going to the European ring world, then back over to Epsilon, which is the US East moon, and right back where we started. As you can see, each hub is more or less the same, of course made out of different blocks and slightly different, but the general idea is going east to west, you're going to have the connections to move around the universe. And then the other cardinal directions will be for city portals, guild portals, and personal portals for players. So if you wanted to connect to this network, all you have to do is come over here, find an inactive portal with a portal token in front of it, and you can buy this to then take to your base and open up a portal for yourself. So you do have to pay for these, and that is basically so somebody can't come along and just empty out all the portal tokens just to be kind of annoying. So we're not really trying to make money off of selling these things. Sometimes there'll be more than one token in here. That's just kind of so we don't have to refill them quite as much, and basically comes down to first come first serve. So if you don't want to lose your coin investment on the token, I suggest scooping it up and opening up your portal as soon as possible. So jumping back over to Solum to show kind of how this is supposed to be set up. We have the connection to other planets, and then there'll be a connection kind of in the central area to the capital of the planet. So Solum's capital is Aquatopia. Then there's also city portals over here leading to the major cities of the planet. So we got the Steampunk City, Glen Republic, and Pixelgate over here. So if you have a sizable city, you can contact us and we'll get a connection going. I believe the portal seekers fuel the top 3 settlements on the planet, and then after that it's kind of up to you to maintain your own settlement if it doesn't quite meet that criteria. So each planet's hubs mirrors this format. Additionally, the hub on Muntean 7 has an additional feature of the shopping alley. This is basically an entire another hub devoted to nothing but shop portals. So if you're struggling trying to find something to buy or sell, you can come here, check out all these different shops quickly and easily, and hopefully find what you're looking for. Pretty neat. Also, if you're looking to open up your own shop and you want it to be well connected and advertised, you can certainly come over here and find a inactive portal with a token and open up a connection for yourself. So pretty awesome. Again, you will have to pick an appropriate size portal. So this is a 3x3 portal right here. Let's jump back over to the guide. Looking at Muntean 7, a 3x3 portal will get you to every single planet minus v.190 and Alternic, which honestly there's not that many shops there, so if you're opening up a shop there you might reconsider, since those are pretty much the most isolated planets of the entire game. So if your shop is on any of these green squares, then you only need the 2x4 portal, or if you're on one of the yellow squares, then you'll need a 3x3 portal. So pretty awesome. Another unique characteristic of the Muntean Gateway is the Hunter's Courtyard, or the Portal Seeker HQ Alaria. You may be familiar that the Portal Seekers host many of the community hunts, and this is usually their meeting area. So if you're unsure how to get here, all you have to do is find the Portal Seeker network, get on the main track that goes around all the planets, and go until you find Muntean 7, and then just look off to either side to find the Hunter's Courtyard. Along with being the meeting spot for the hunts, there's also many signs of information, including hunting etiquette, as well as the leaders of different hunts in different time zones, Discord information, and so on and so forth. So pretty awesome. As well as a calendar for all the hunts throughout the week. So pretty nice. I believe all this information is also posted in a Google Calendar as well as on their Discord, but pretty handy to be able to just come here and see, oh, on Friday there is a hunt with Varus at 1900, which would be 7 o'clock, and that's UTC. So just have to figure out the conversion from UTC to your time zone. If you're more on a US time zone, you can of course come over here and look at the US right here and see that Simoid at 9 o'clock on Thursday, there's a hunt on Alternic. So pretty cool. So I think that covers the universe structure and the Portal Seeker network pretty well. This was Javita. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you want to see more like them, and if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Till next time, peace.